Okay, Dave, thanks for joining us once again here at the 2011 Nutrilite All-Stars. U16 girls played this afternoon. Some truly exciting stuff. The first match between Alberta and Quebec. Quebec did overpower Alberta. They won 2-0 and did outclass the opposition.
Well, I agree. Tonight was good because we got to see Quebec and Alberta play. I think one of the biggest factors with Quebec's success was the fact that they were able to be organized a little bit better in midfield, and they were able to use the full width. So they were well organized in the fact that they could switch the ball from one side of the field to the other, and they were able to open up the back line and be able to get through. Having said that, Alberta was organized as well, but they couldn't capitalize on their opportunities that they got in the game, whereas Quebec, Valerie Sanderson did well to get on the end of the goal and really change the momentum of the game, and Quebec was able to dominate from there.
The second match really generated the big buzz here at Ron Joy Stadium. The host, Ontario, taking on BC, the two big powerhouses, of course. And it came out as a 2-2 draw. How did you see the game?
Well, I don't think it's unknown to everybody, but everybody in the country is always after Ontario. And it was a very good game to watch. One of the factors of it being 2-2 is Ontario won the first half. And the reason they won the half was that they controlled the midfield. And having controlled the midfield, they were able to make penetrating passes between, behind, around the back four of the BC team. And then in the second half, things started to change. And the momentum shifted back to the BC team, who really organized themselves in the sense of engaging and winning in the midfield, winning the tackles, not giving silly balls away. And then on top of that, they actually put more pressure on the back four of Ontario, who were struggling to bring the ball out of the back. And that was the key factor for them to capitalize on the opportunities they got. And the goals, world class. I mean, Cajal, number 18 for BC, scored a world-class goal to match the goal scored by Nichelle and in the first half. And so it eliminates the fact of who was better. But we'll see if over the next two games. I think Team Atlantic's in a situation where they could be the big spoilers for this event.
An interesting question for you, Dave. Stephen Hart is credited with having instituted a passing, fluid brand of attacking football. Yeah. And really from the U17 men's team right down to the U15 girls here, we seem to have done away with that hoof it up the field mentality, that kick and run mentality. And the coaches from coast to coast are adopting this pass and move mentality, which serves us really well moving into the future. Well,
Steve's a great person, and a lot of credit has to be given to a man that doesn't usually take credit, and he doesn't come in front of the camera to speak. But his philosophy has been ingrained into a lot of us as staff, and credit not only just to the CSA staff and the leadership that we have, but we're now getting that partnership with the provinces, and we're talking about the game, about how we need to address it, because you know when you're at the pinnacle level, you're always going to be criticized for the style of play you want. Now this generation of players are attempting to keep possession of the ball, looking to move the ball, and it's just coming down to experience, because now what we're trying to do is also change the mentality of the clubs to try to keep possession of the ball, but not just to the sake of keeping the possession of the ball and move from side to side, but look to get balls forward, look to get the balls on ground, look to see players who don't have possession of the ball to get into good positions where they can get the ball at their feet, balls can't be intercepted, and then they can get into the attacking position. And again, our biggest problem is going to be in the end of finding players who can attack the final third and getting into the box, because 87% of goals are scored inside the box, yet a lot of people, when we watch them train, they practice shooting from outside the box, yet when you look at the goals today, they're all inside the box.
Certainly, and Melanie Booth, one of the women's players, was in the stands today watching, and she was tweeting that she had a lot of respect for these young players. I certainly have to agree. 3 more days of exciting competition to come. Dave, we'll speak to you tomorrow.
Right.